Men naturally chase women in the modern era, but this hasn't always been the case, and if we look back to the primal days of civilization, women would make themselves stand out to attract the strongest person in the tribe. This is still partially true among celebrities, where women actually chase the person instead of the man doing the work naturally. By looking at how women behave around celebrities, we can gain a better understanding of why they actually chase and what you can do to make yourself become a viable target for them to actually pursue. The next couple of tips will do wonders if you ever want to flip the script and make her chase you. And keep in mind that money isn't the only reason, so we will start with this one to get it out of the way first. 1. The power of resources. The first one is most certainly the power of resources, and women truly want a man that has excessive resources to provide for her and her offspring. This doesn't mean that she's a gold digger, but rather a primal and instinctive reaction when seeking mates, which actually makes sense when looking at it from a logical point of view. You see, women are far more fragile than men, even if they are unwilling to admit this. But men are more resilient and capable of surviving in life when they don't have anything. Women, on the other hand, struggle to fight the struggles of life, and they often need to have resources if they are to survive. On top of this, women are far more vulnerable than men, especially when they're pregnant, which makes it virtually impossible for them to fend for themselves. Since women understand that the purpose of life, especially from a feminine point of view, is creation, they will seek a parent who can provide her with the right amount of safety and comfort when she does become pregnant. From here, things snowball, and she will understand that this new baby needs to be protected when born and will need the right level of resources if he is to survive this tough environment we call life. It is for this reason that many women choose to date successful men instead of focusing on having an actual connection. But keep in mind that there are women who only seek the glitz and glamour of having all the nicest things. Men will eventually learn to discern which is which as they grow older and continue dating. Number 2. Unshakable mindset to adversity. When you look at the true essence of life, you will find that there is one thing no one can escape, and this is adversity. Regardless of how well you're prepared to win in life, you will often be faced with challenges, and these can shake you to your emotional core. Since women also experience this, they want their partner to remain the rock, where they can feel safe. But when a man tends to act like a woman and allow his emotions to lead him in this process, she will immediately see him as being too weak. This can be extremely off-putting for women who desire a strong man. This is also the reason why many women choose unsuccessful men who don't care about much in life because nothing can shake them. These so-called bad boys will make everything seem fine until they also crash at one point or another. The best way to go about this is to understand that no matter how many times she tells you that it's okay to be weak, it isn't, especially when it comes to being weak in front of her. Now, we all know that men also need someone to talk to, and this is where having a solid group of friends can ultimately help you. If your mates can be there for you, you can remain strong for your partner, and you will also find your male friends are less likely to judge you. But don't make the mistake of having them assist you in every decision you make. Number 3, standing for something and making decisions. A massive problem men are often faced with is not being able to make decisions. And if they have become too reliant on their friends, they will feel like they need the opinion of each person in order for them to eventually make the right decision. A woman wants a man who can make decisions and tend to think things through. Yes, this means that you by yourself need to make decisions that are right more often than they are wrong. But this takes time and wisdom to perfect. One way to adopt this mindset, which will make women think you are the king of your own world and willing to rule your life, is to accept that you're going to make some mistakes. However, you need the confidence to understand that you can actually learn from these mistakes and become better for them, which would help you learn. This leads directly to the next piece of advice. Number 4, take accountability. Women will only chase someone they respect, which is why being respected by women is far more important than anything else. She might not like you or your decisions, but as long as she can respect you, you will be golden, and notice that she still keeps on chasing you. In fact, this is true with every person in your life. People love what they respect. If you have found the courage to make decisions and stick to them, the next thing is to take accountability for the mistakes that you make. If you are the first person who is willing to admit that you have made a couple of mistakes, you will immediately see that people judge you, but they also respect you for doing so. Women rarely, if ever, take accountability. And when you're interested in a woman, she will want you to also take accountability for her mistakes. This is just how life works and takes us back to the days of the ancient Greek and Roman wars, where women would often be the reason the conflict started, but men would be the people actually dying and sacrificing their lives on the battlefield. Number 5. Caring for yourself. On a slightly lighter note, another thing that is dwindling in modern society is the ability of men to keep on caring for themselves and making sure that they actually look good when they leave home. How many men in your community will pop out to the supermarket wearing their gardening clothes or looking like they'd just woken up? You see, women want a man to always look like he's in control and to seem like he's willing to put effort into himself. If he cannot even take care of himself, how will he ever manage to run a household, especially when a child is involved? Now, caring for yourself means that you put effort into the way that you dress and you actually spend some time developing a style that suits you and adds to making you attractive. On top of this, working out is crucial and has a multitude of psychological effects on women who see your body. Not only does it make you seem stronger in life, but it shows that you have the self-discipline and focus to work towards achieving something. This is perhaps one of the most attractive traits to women, and they will want to see you achieving greatness, as this will automatically benefit her as well. Number 6. Avoiding social drama. The world is full of drama, and drama is being forced down the throats of people due to the rise of reality television. Since women love drama, they expect their partners to not tolerate such drama, as it is an inherently feminine trait. One of the most critical things that the women around you will expect is that you can put an end to the drama, and it should not affect you the same way that she is being affected by it. She will want you to be the constant in her life, and when she starts creating drama, you should also be the one to call her on this and try to shut it down. Once again, she might not like it at first, but this will again raise her levels of respect for you, and you will notice that even if she pulls away, she will come back. People might tell you they love drama, but when things become too much, they always seek the least dramatic person to make the decisions. Since such a person isn't affected by the drama, they seem very stoic, and women truly love this. Number 7. The power of stoicism. The word stoicism has been thrown around quite often in recent times, and every man is trying their very best to reach the epitome of this philosophical belief. However, there are tons of different philosophies established by the ancient Greeks, but women tend to respond best to true stoicism. Now keep in mind that truly being stoic doesn't mean not caring about anything, and Marcus Aurelius was an astute family man who would always care and make time for his family. However, he trained his mind to not fret about some of the things he could not control. One thing you should understand about fear is that fear is mostly geared toward the future, and this is when people continuously talk and think about the future, realizing that their future plans are far bigger than their actual skills. On the other hand, women love living in the moment, and Stoicism teaches us that it is better to take a moment for what they are worth and to deal with everything when it presents itself without overthinking this. This doesn't mean not making plans for the future, but this is a topic for another video. You see, a man who doesn't seem to be bothered by the stress and anxiety of the future is much better equipped to handle these types of things. When a woman sees that you can deal with things efficiently when they present themselves, she will be far more inclined to trust and respect you. If we use the laws of probability, you can see that her probability of finding another man who can deal with such things in such a way is low. She realizes that you are the best bet. Women often chase such men due to the rare mental skills they have, which leads to the next point that makes women chase men. Number 8. Being someone different makes you rare. Follow many influencers, especially those trying to help men improve and grow, and you will notice that many of them tell you that you need to become rare. This means that if you are becoming the same person the rest of the world is full of, you don't give her any real incentive to chase you, and you simply do not stand out in any real way. One of the best ways to stand out is to focus on becoming authentic, but this means that you also need to spend some time getting to know yourself. By knowing yourself, you can focus on the strengths you have, whilst trying to make yourself stand out more efficiently. Once you stand out, she will try to compare you to most other men, as this is what women do, but she will notice that you are far better and more resilient than these men, and that finding someone like you is virtually impossible. Now that you have made yourself stand out among the other 99% of men who come across as weak, she will want to lock you down, and this is when women truly start to chase. She now knows that because you are so unique, many other women will want to be with you and that she needs to put in some work to lock this man down. Number 9. Purpose-driven men are hot. If you know the reason for being on this earth, you have taken a major leap above everyone else you are competing with in the modern world. You see, most men are taught from a young age that they need to make themselves useful to society, and that's it. However, a purpose-driven man will want to change and improve things, and they will want to focus on becoming someone who can build a legacy and be remembered for something they have done or plans to do. A man on his purpose is someone who exudes passion for what he does, and this is something that women truly find highly attractive. Nothing else is as important to him as achieving. And this also means that the women he dates do not occupy the number 1 spot on his to-do list, and we all know that women love to hog the attention. Since she now knows that you are attractive, her insecurities of being replaced also come to the forefront, and this is what truly makes her chase. Men like these often find themselves manipulated into marriage and committed relationships, but she continues to work hard to ensure that you cannot simply walk away. You should figure out what your purpose is as soon as possible, and you will notice that women around you also notice this energy. They will start trying to chase you and attempt to lock you down. Number 10. Positive energy. One thing everyone can agree on is that negativity is all over the world. The moment you turn on the news or speak to any person on the street, you will notice they often complain and try to tell you how bad life is. The one thing that men who are successful with women do is they use their positive energy as a way of creating a more positive and happier environment. Once again, this comes down to rarity. And by now, we have established women want men who have rare personality traits that they cannot find elsewhere. By bringing such positive energy, she will start to feel more positive and happy emotions when she is around you, and this is what makes her fall in love and keep coming back. The moment she leaves your energy, she cannot replicate it, and none of the men she meets can replace that kind of energy. Since she wants to have that energy around forever and her children need to grow up with this energy, she will once again start chasing in an attempt to lock you down. So by modifying your energy to stand out from the rest of the world, you will automatically gain an edge over other men, and women will want the best person they can find. Number 11. Confidence. As this video concludes, the other important trait that makes women chase men stems from all the above mentioned points. You see, when you have things figured out, you understand that you're actually going somewhere in life, and you develop the one thing that is universally attractive to all women: confidence. Women truly desire to have confidence in their partner, as this shows that he doesn't fear anything in life, and he's also in control of what life can throw at him. Unfortunately, confidence, or at least true confidence, is extremely hard to attain and will often take tons of self-reflection to see what you can do in your own life to increase your confidence. You see, the reason why women love men who have had multiple partners is because they have the experience of dealing with relationships and they never falter. They have a mindset that women can easily be replaced, and they also know how to replace them. Women admire this, and it also unlocks some insecurity in her where she will do everything not to lose you. Occasionally, adding some self-assurance with a little cockiness to it can increase the sexual tension, and this is one of the rare combinations that only the most successful men can have and sustain. But it doesn't take a fat bank account to do it. It only takes you being content with who you actually are. If you are willing to truly accept yourself, you can develop this. Number 12. Limiting attention. Finally, you need to understand that even if a woman tells you she wants all your attention, this is not what she actually wants. Men often fall for this trap, and they invest every ounce of energy into women, which generally doesn't pay off in the long run. The reason for this is mystery, and when you give her too much attention, all the mystery fades. In layman's terms, women love to solve puzzles and be pleasantly surprised by men. Women are far more likely to engage in watching crime-solving television shows, and they actually want to figure you out. This means that you should avoid lingering around for too long and actually make her work to better understand you. Now, this cannot be kept up for too long, especially in a committed relationship, but it's a great way to hook her and get her to chase you. Since you now stand out as the only man who doesn't want to reveal everything about himself, she will become intrigued. This intrigue is what makes her continuously chase you in the hopes that you will eventually give in and spill the beans. But understanding that women are merely human beings, you will notice that you become far more powerful, especially when it comes to making them chase you. Older men often learn this through experience, which is why we suggest you check out what makes women attracted to older men next. By subscribing to this channel, you will become the type of person that every man wants to be and women want to be with.